dreams I walked alone. Narrow streets of cobblestone. Neath the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar
Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to Project Play, and today we're gonna have a look at Far Cry 4. I know it's been a while since the game came out, and just letting you know that this is not a review, it's just an update on how the game's doing right now, even though not many people are playing it right now. But this is only for the PC version. I'm sure the PlayStation and the Xbox One were fine when it came out, but the PC version was half as broken when it came out, and I've heard news that Ubisoft's fixed it, so I re-downloaded it, updated the game, and here's what I found. Alright, so I found that the stuttering issues, just letting you know before I get into it though, I did play the game before it was fixed when it came out during release, and I had the stuttering issues, the frame drop issues, the SLI issues. I have two GTX 780 cards, so when I run them in SLI, I used to get these massive frame drops for some reason. And I just thought it was something wrong with my cards, but turns out pretty much every other person who's running SLI had the same issue, so all you had to do was turn it off, but then again you would lose performance. But now coming back to the game, I'm playing this in 4040p, and it's running above 100 FPS on max settings. And it just turns out that the SLI issues have been fixed, at least for me, so I'm assuming that it should be fixed for everyone else. It could be that the NVIDIA drivers have optimized the SLI issues more, but yeah, you should just give it a shot. And I also noticed that the 1440p black line issues have already been fixed as well. That's where you would get like black lines running through the game. It was sort of like flickering black lines through your screen when you're playing the game, which was terrible. Also, the input lag has been fixed. It's not been fixed per se. It's just been there's another setting that you can enable it in the gameplay settings. All you have to do is just turn off mouse acceleration. It didn't used to do anything in the previously, but now you can actually use it and it works, because previously you'd have to go into the config files and edit it yourself, but now it just seems to work by itself, which is really good. And I've played about 9 to 10 hours of this game post-patch, and it just seems to work really well. And I found that this game is actually really fun to play when it's not broken, and which is quite obvious, but it's a really good game. If you enjoyed Far Cry 3, I know the story isn't as interesting as Far Cry 3 was because of the villains and all that. Everybody's saying that in the reviews and stuff, but just overall gameplay wise, I prefer this game over Far Cry 3, just because of the amount of things you can do in this game. There's so much activities you can take part in, and just all these other things, hunting. I know that was in Far Cry 3, but still, it's been improved here. There's a lot of crafting options and all that stuff. Okay, let me just stop here. I'm not going into a review. This is just update on the game again. Alright, so in my testing, I found that the game really works well now, and you should give it a shot. And if you have any questions, you should just leave a comment and I'll try to answer them for you. Just letting you know, I'll put my specs in the description below, so you can compare the performance you can expect out of your system as well. And this is running all maxed out except shadows. I'm not running the GameWorks version of the shadows, which is called soft shadows. I'm just running the maxed out default version of shadows, because I get drops to like 80 FPS when I'm running soft shadows, which is kinda off-putting when you're running it at 120 Hz. Anyway, the game right now is about $20, 20 Australian dollars on G2A if you buy from there, and I'll leave the link in the description if you're interested. Overall good game, works really well on PC now. I can't really say how it's gonna work on all the AMD CPUs and the AMD cards, because they seem to be inconsistent either way, even if the game's been fixed, because they tend to well, Ubisoft especially tend to favor Intel and AMD, which is really, I mean, sorry, Intel and Nvidia, which is really shitty of them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, leave a dislike if you didn't. Let me know where I can improve in the comment sections, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.